Thank you so much for having me here. My name is Chola Ochim, and I'm a recent graduate of pharmacy from the University of Nairobi, and currently I'm an unposted intern. Well, the feeling is generally a disappointing one because as of now, I'm expected to have been working in a certain internship center, but as things are, I'm still at home. So yeah, it's a generally disappointing feeling. Well, as far as I'm concerned, there is still no end in sight for this impasse because there is no solid agreement that has been signed between the union and the Ministry of Health. And so the move by the Ministry of Health to publish our names is something that was not welcomed by a majority of our members because an agreement has not been reached yet between the union and the Ministry of Health. Well, I think at the center of this industrial action is the issue around the posting and payment of medical interns. As we are all aware, the posting has been delayed, and then now on the issue of payment, the government has went ahead through the Ministry of Health and the Salaries and Remuneration Commission to reduce the payments, or rather the salaries of medical interns by 91% against the provisions of the collective bargaining agreement of 2017. So it is a move that is not welcome, and I can term it retrogressive because at a point in time whereby we are staring at a shortage of healthcare workers, with a WHO recommended ratio of 1 to 1,000, but whatever we have in our country, there's one doctor serves a population of 17,000 Kenyans. So we are still far much behind achieving the WHO recommended ratio, and cutting the salaries of entry-level doctors is something that is against the labor rights and is highly not welcome among our members. I think the issue that we have as a government is not around revenue, but it's rather a matter of expenditure. So the president knows very well that there are areas within the government that there is so much extravagance, and I can tell you for a fact, medical internship is not one of them, because whatever pay that the doctors used to get is directly proportional to the kind of work that they put within the facilities. So instead of the president confronting the general extravagance within the various sectors of the government, he decided to do away with our salaries and replace with the stipend, something that is also against the collective bargaining agreement that was signed in 2017 between the Ministry of Health and our union, KMPDU. Well, for pharmacy, it's quite different from the medical officers, where you find that we rotate into 4 different subcategories, let me call them that. Unlike the medical officers who take a whole year at a single station, for us, we take 6 months to rotate within the hospital setup, and then now, or another 2 months, we take to rotate within the community pharmacy setup, and another 2 months we take to rotate in an industry, a pharmaceutical industry, and then the remaining 2 months are for level 1, 2, or 3 facilities. As of yesterday, we had received confirmation from other trade unions within the health sector that they were going to join our demonstrations actually from next week. So I think the matter is just getting started, and I can tell you for a fact, expect more medics to be on the streets next week. And unlike previous times whereby we were going on demos for only 1 day a week, we've upped our game, and we'll be going for demonstrations 2 times a week, I think Tuesdays and Thursdays. So yeah, there is general support from all the other unions. Well, I must mention that the right of strike is something that is ingrained in our constitution. Every healthcare, or rather let me say every worker, has the right to protest against bad policies, or rather mismanagement that may be coming from the employer. So it is an ill-motivated move by the governor of Nyeri County to issue threats of sacking doctors who are just decrying the poor state of work and matters around their remuneration. And also, the best solution to this impasse is not issuing threats and intimidation to the doctors. Rather, it will be right for the governors to urge the president, who is the head of state, to work around this matter so that doctors can resume work and things can go running normally in our public facilities. Well, when doctors go on strike, it is not that they hate their patients. In fact, doctors are human beings, and I can tell you for a fact that the love they have for their patients is more important than even the impasse, or rather the strike that we're having at the moment. Mine is to ask Kenyans to hold their leaders accountable, because it is the leaders that they elected that pass laws regarding budgetary allocations to the Ministry of Health, or rather to the government. So they should hold their leaders accountable and ask them why doctors are not in their hospitals.